Hi, everybody. So I'm feeling a bit better. I had a really rough couple of days where I mostly was a headache. It was like all this pressure in my head, but I'm on medicine and I'm actually starting to feel a bit better. You can still hear sort of in my voice that like everything from here up is sort of congested, which is a really strange experience. And I haven't had like coughing or productive cough or, I mean, even like, stuff coming out. Nothing's coming out. It's just pressure. And the doctor said that everything looked infected and swollen, but not producing anything. So it's been a very strange illness because I don't think I've ever had anything like this. But it feels mostly like inflammation. So I, especially with everything that's going on in the world, I feel like this was the worst time for me to not be able to do the thing that I love to do, which is sing and talk to people and be with people. And so I've sort of been struggling just being away from everybody and not even being able to share the one thing that I feel like I have to share with the world. So I'm here to do my best to do that. It may not be perfect, but I am releasing myself from the perfection obligation because I think all of us have to. We're not here to be perfect, and Lord knows that right now we can't be. Things are changing rapidly. There's so much fear and there's so much uncertainty and unknown. Nobody knows what tomorrow's going to bring. And so right now is just not the time to expect to be able to do everything perfectly. And so I'm releasing myself from that obligation, and I would love if you would join me in releasing yourself from it if you are holding on to it, which I know that not everyone does. But there are those of us who expect that from ourselves. So I wanted to I've had all these ideas for videos that I was going to do, and the experience of not being able to do it. But before I really got sick, I had gone to Walmart and we had to just pick up a couple of things. And as anyone who has tried to go to any grocery store knows, it is kind of a train wreck everywhere. And I had this experience. I was only there for two things. I was there for milk and to see if there was bread. I didn't really need bread because we have the ability to make it, but I thought if there was a loaf and I wouldn't be taking it from someone else, I would get it. And everything was empty. And when I say everything, I mean even the fruits and vegetable aisle was kind of bare. The whole meat department had been shut down. They said that they just had nothing, so they were very sorry. People were sort of running everywhere frantically. And there was a moment that I got caught up in the fear, and I started thinking, oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to eat, and we're not going to be able to find food, and what if, well, I mean, like people are running around with rolls of toilet paper. I was like, oh my gosh, we should get this stuff right now because there's nothing. And I had to stop in the middle of the grocery store and force myself to know the truth, even while the chaos was happening. And know that I'm okay. I was there to get milk, but we still had half a gallon. I didn't have to get it at that moment. Again, I can make bread. We have yeast, we have flour, bread flour, we have everything we need. We have food, we have fruits and vegetables, we have an extra freezer and it's filled with yummy stuff, and we've been freezing meals and putting it in there, so we are okay. And I had to remind myself, because in that moment I got caught up in the panic because everyone else was. And so in the middle of the grocery store, I stood and I centered myself and I remembered the truth that I am protected, that I am cared for, that I am okay, that I am not in need of that much. At that moment, I actually could have walked out of the store with nothing and still have been okay and not get caught up in the panic. And so I want to remind you that if you need something, first of all, if you need something and you cannot find it, reach out. There are tons of people, myself included, that will find a way to make sure you get what you need. If you need diapers, if you need wipes, if you need food, milk, bread, toilet paper, paper towels, I know that there are people who have it that are trying to make sure those who don't get it. Please reach out if you need something and you don't have it. And try very hard not to get caught up in the panic that is happening, because even those who are panicked, for the most part, if they could take a breath and see what they really need at that moment, would realize that they don't need as much as they think they do. And that is why we are experiencing this, is because that panic, that fear has set in, and people are terrified that they are not going to have enough in the future. And so while I was there, I was thinking of this song that I wrote for an AFP retreat. And so I'm going to sing it for you. Back to the perfection is not necessary. I'm not releasing myself from the obligation of saying it again because I need the reminder that there is no place that love is not. There is no place that joy is not. There is no place my good is not. And there is no place that truth is not. For I am always home. Always. There is no place where love is not. No place where I am ever alone. There is no place where light cannot reach to heal. For I am always home. There is no place where joy is not. No place where I am ever alone. There is no happiness being kept from me, for I am always home. For I am here where love begins, and I am one with all that is, and I release all love, the blocks I've built that kept me trapped and hold me back. There is no place my good is not. No place where I am ever alone. There is no wall to hold my blessings back, for I am always home. For I am here where love begins, and I am I built that kept me trapped and hold me back. There is no place where truth is not, no place where I am ever alone. There is no place I stop and the one begins, for I am always home, for I am always home, for I am always home. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed my dog singing with me. I let him stay this time. And God bless you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.